Hi folks, how are you? I'm sure you're having a wonderful time in your career and life. Extremely happy to connect and speak to you again on a very, very important topic which will be of interest to you and also add value to you and your career. Customer lifetime value is something which we all heard about, but career lifetime value is what I'm going to talk about, and it is extremely important that we understand what is that and what conceptually is it going to matter in terms of a career, how it is conceptually going to matter in terms of career. You all might or might not be aware of customer lifetime value as a concept. Customer lifetime value is nothing but how organizations measure the lifetime value of a customer. An organization could be selling a product or a service or whatever, and there is a customer who depends on this product or service and again buys these products or service again and again and again over a period of his entire lifetime. Again, well, this entire lifetime is a very, very relative term. It can be 5 years, 10 years, or in case the customer faces dissonance with the product or service, this tenure of the customer with the organization is going to be curtailed very drastically, which is why it is measured as customer lifetime value. So irrespective of how long the customer has been with the company, this lifetime value is the value which the company will derive from this customer in terms of revenues and bottom line, top line, etc. So just juxtapose the whole thing to your own career in terms of what value you will add to the organization. That is exactly why the organization will hire you, and that is exactly why the organization will value you as a tangible asset in the short run and the long run when they want to hire you. That is which is why this concept is very, very important. This concept has been in vogue or has been in practice for a very, very long time. Organizations might not speak about it very loudly, but within the organizations, HR teams do calculate these factors when they want them to hire employees, particularly for very, very crucial roles. This has not come to a stage where this all generic hires also are looked at from this point of view, but when they hire for key roles, particularly at the middle and senior levels or niche roles, they very, very clearly see how the customer or how the employee is going to bring in value to the organization and what kind of value addition the employee is going to do for the organization. In that sense, yes, candidate lifetime value is what they're measuring, and this measure is very, very important in their decisions when they compare candidates. So from that, this is from an organization's perspective. Now what I'm urging you is look at it from your own perspective in terms of how you will add value to an organization when they want to hire you, and if you can communicate this in a very, very subtle way or diplomatic way in your interviews as to, look, this is the value I bring to the table and this is the reason you need to hire me, this is the reason I'm very, very unique as a talent, this is the reason I'm not run-of-the-mill talent like all of others whom you've met, and this is the exact reason why you should hire me. This is going to be a very, very compelling reason why people will hire you in the coming years, particularly with so much of changes happening in the marketplace. I constantly keep harping about the things like technology, artificial intelligence, machine learning, etc., and the impact of them not only in the technology space but even the non-technology companies like manufacturing companies, service companies, etc. So with this being the state of affairs in today's marketplace, very, very clearly, if you can come out with a very, very compelling proposition or compelling value proposition which the organization is going to be drawn by or attracted by, then very, very clearly for sure you are a very positive hire for the company. The moment you don't have any tangible value or don't have any tangible value addition to a role, there is no reason why the company will hire you. This is the reason it is extremely important to understand the concept of candidate lifetime value, both from the perspective of the employer who will hire you, and also from your own perspective, because these are the ways recruitment is changing, these are the ways organizational hires are changing, and these are the ways the marketplace or the employment marketplace is changing. I keep saying, gone are the days when you just sent an application and because there's an extreme demand for a talent, they just called you or did some interviews, namesake, and hired you. No, gone are those days. I keep saying again and again, the age of generic talent is gone. What I call as red ocean talent is gone. This is the time of blue ocean talent. Unless otherwise you bring something remarkable to the table, unless otherwise you bring in remarkable value addition to the job which is on hand or the role which is on hand, nobody is going to look at you as a positive hire. As a matter of fact, probably in the coming months and years. They won't even call you for an interview if you don't see a value addition in the resume you send them. So here I also urge you, apart from actual values you might be having, it is extremely important to communicate what values you bring to the table, to the organization. So if you have got 5-6 job experiences, very clearly when you write your profile, see for each individual role, very clearly and emphatically state what are the tangible benefits the organization got from you. If you stayed with the organization for 3 to 5 years, how much did the revenue grow in the organization? How are you better than your peers in terms of revenues? If the peers did X revenue, did you do 1.5x or 2x revenue? How did you do in adverse market conditions? Everybody performs in a very normal market conditions, and this is a question which constantly keeps asked in interviews. Well, everybody did 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs revenue per month. What did you do differently, or why were you different amongst others, and why should we hire you with a 40% increment than what you had if you did the same thing as others? These are the kind of questions which are being asked more and more. Nobody hires for charity anymore, and gone are the days when there was extreme demand for plain vanilla talent, where, for example, if you look at the technology space, gone are the days when thousands and thousands of coders were hired from the campuses. Even from the campuses, nowadays only niche talent is get hired. They call it digital skills, they call it contemporary technology skills, they call us AI and machine learning skills. Whatever be the skills, only people with extreme niche skills and extremely what I would call as irreplaceable skills getting hired. So from that perspective, irrespective of how long your career has been till now, it is very important for you to bring immense value to the organization, and the organization should feel that your candidate lifetime value is phenomenally well compared to others. If there are 5 candidates for a particular role, the candidate with the highest candidate lifetime value is going to get hired. It is as simple as that, and that is how things will be. In many organizations, particularly in companies like TCS and some other technology organizations and companies like 3M in the non-technology space, globally, they very clearly have been hiring on the basis of candidate lifetime value for a very long time. They may not be explicitly saying it, but if you just do a simple Google search on candidate lifetime value, you will understand who all has been practicing that and how it has been in vogue for a very long time now. It is just a question of us being more aware about it, and it is a question of us as candidates understanding what it is and also clearly communicating to the hiring people or communicating to the organizations that we also bring in a lot of high lifetime value if they look at us. Again, lifetime value is not literally meaning you stay with the organization for the rest of your life. Essentially, you can stay for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. In that particular lifetime, within that particular organization, what is the value you bring to the table? Is that value phenomenally higher? Is that value coming with irreplaceable skills? And is that value coming with a lot of value for money for the organization? That is why, or that is going to be the compelling reason why organization will hire you in the coming days. That is the future of talent acquisition. You should understand, otherwise you understand this future of the talent acquisition, you are not going to position yourself properly, you are not going to brand you, what I call as personal branding. You need to personally brand yourself as a very unique talent, niche talent, blue ocean talent, and somebody who has got phenomenal candidate lifetime value till now in your experience, and also somebody who will bring in or transfer those lifetime values to any organization that will hire you now and later. This is the message I wanted to communicate to you. I've got no doubt that a lot of you already know about candidate lifetime value, but what I wanted to communicate is how we need to understand it personally, how we need to imbibe it as candidates or prospective employees, and tell the companies or tell the organizations that look, I am someone with immense candidate lifetime value, hire me. All the best for your future jobs, and I'm sure you're enjoying your life and career now. Wish you the very best. Please do leave your comments about this concept and what you understand about this. Any contrary comments also I'll welcome. Consider liking and subscribing to this channel. Have a wonderful time. Thank you.